Happy Friday. If you are scrolling through Facebook right now or scrolling your social media and you come across this, hello. Let's stop and just say hi to me, please. It's me, Melissa. And if you're hopping on, say hi and then tell me where you're watching from. That's always my favorite thing, is to see where everybody's tuning in from. So, hey everybody. Hi. Hey Denise, I'm so glad you're here. I will explain my hair in just a second. Nobody has asked me to, but I would like to. Denise is here from Indiana. Oh, I'm really excited about this one because I love saying it. Sue Frazier is here from Sheboygan. Why do I like to say that? I don't know, but I do. Tammy is here from Searcy, Arkansas. Angie's here from Oklahoma. Julie is here from St. Paul, Minnesota. Corey Myers is here from Texas. She just put Texas. She wants us to guess. Corey, it's huge. Texas is huge. Okay? Holy mackerel. Tammy is here from Lake Gladewater in Texas. Tiffany is here from North Carolina. Janie Pickett is doing the same thing. She's just like Mississippi. Unless there's a town called Janie Pickett, Mississippi, which, by the way, sounds exactly like a town that would be in Mississippi. Rihanna is here. Rihanna is here from Knoxville. Allison is here from Greenville, Pennsylvania. Whitney is here from Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. I want to go there. I'm putting that down on my bucket list. Soddy Daisy. Berea, Kentucky. Burbank, California. Molly Augustus is here. Hi. Rachel is here from Marietta, California. And Trisha's here from Indiana. And Lana's here from Lubbock. Y'all. Lindenhurst, Illinois, and Oregon, and Rhode Island. Are y'all sure you're on the right page? I was pretty sure people in the North don't like me. I figure people in the North, they didn't care for me. You know, with the Southern drawl and the big face and the big hair. I don't have big hair today. Let's talk about the hair. I want to talk to y'all about it. Y'all, can I ask y'all a very honest question? So this morning, my husband and my son are out of town. They're in Washington, doing very important business. It's called an 8th grade field trip. And so it's just me and Remy. Okay, Remy is almost 17. So I needed to tell y'all her age so you get where I'm coming from. So this morning, she's like, are you fixing to get in the shower? And I said, no, I'm not washing my hair today. So I took a bath. I didn't wash my hair. And she goes, how many days has it been? I said, I don't know. I'll put it up. I'm just going to put it up. And she says, let me braid it. Y'all, she braids my hair. Now, I don't have the bottom sticking out like, you know, like that. I tuck them under. Am I too old for this? Okay. I'm being serious. I say you can be honest with me, but just know I probably will cry later. But I know, am I too old for this? Like I've tried, she had it tight. Those braids were like pencil thin. So I have gone in and I've kind of like pulled them apart to kind of make them a little bit bigger and what? No, you're not too old. She did it and I was like, Remy, I think I'm too old for this. See it? And then here's what I did on the back. So on the back, I just tucked it under. See? You can tell me. Maybe she should go to cosmetology school. No, absolutely not. I have a friend, she lives in the Dallas area. Her name's Melissa Bostic, I think. She is a cosmetologist. And I'm like, if there's one person I don't want Remy to be like. Oh, crap. That was written by Melissa Bostic. How awkward is this? Okay, I'm not too old. I noticed that Melissa Bostic said it looks great, but she did not say I'm not too old for it because her and I are the same age. So, Well, I'm so glad you guys are here today. Hey, listen to me. if you are here and you don't think that this hairstyle makes me look like an idiot, would you share this? If I only get 3 shares, I'm going to be offended. Okay? If you are watching and you think, you know what? I like Melissa's hair, then would you share? Y'all, I only have 1 share so far. I only have 1 share. Come on. Y'all, please. Would I wear it like that to church or somewhere fancy? Probably not, but it's perfect for day to day. Thank you. I would never wear this to church. Not ever. I would never wear this to speak on a stage. I would never wear this if I was going like to a book signing event or something. You know, I travel and speak everywhere, so I wouldn't do that. But it's a Friday. I'm wearing a Dolly Parton shirt. I'm not even sure I got a bra on. Okay? So thank you. Thanks. We're up to 5 shares. Okay. 5 people are like, I like her hair like this. All right. Well, hey guys, I'm so glad that you're here today. I do want to stop the chit chat and get serious for a moment. If you are watching and you love me and you have loved these lives that we've done the last couple of days, I do hope you'll share. In all honesty, somebody needs to hear this today. Somebody does. I don't know if it's you, but somebody you love and that is in your community, in your tribe, in your little Facebook or Instagram circle needs to hear the words I'm going to share today. So I hope that you will. Dolly is here today for her 50th year at Dollywood. I've never been so proud to wear this shirt, and I've been pretty proud every time I wear it. I hope you will share it with your circle of influence. You might not think that you're an influencer, but we all are. Everybody has a circle of influence. And so influence your circle today with what I'm going to share. Okay? Here we go. I want to start by saying this. I think the biggest thing, we've been here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've been so faithful to come on here and do it. I can't believe it. I never finish anything I start. But I'm getting older and I'm getting better at that. But the one thing that I want to say to you all today, to whoever is watching this, it's the biggest takeaway for today, and it's this right here. My friend, Angie, Rihanna, Crystal, Alicia, Melissa, Lacey, I want to look at the different names, Shirley, Shanna, Rachel, Becky. The one thing I want to say to you, friends, is you keep trying to fix one area of your life. You put time, you put money, you put effort into it, and you keep trying to fix one area only to find that you're still not happy. I've talked to so many women who will say, I put so much of my money into Weight Watchers. I put so much of my money into therapy. I put so much of my money into a new wardrobe. I don't know why I said therapy. That's actually really good to put your money into. I'm going to rewind that. I put so much of my time and effort into this degree for a job that I still hate. I put so much time and money and effort into a marriage that still ended. And we put all of our eggs in this one basket, and then we wake up and we're like, why am I still so unhappy? Why? Why am I still so unhappy? I am turning off my phone. And the problem is that you're at the end of it all, at the end of paleo, at the end of Whole30, at the end of Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem, right? At the end of all the new clothes, at the end of the surgery, at the end of the, I don't even, the thing you fought so hard for, at the end of the raise, at the end of the job, at the end of the relationship you just had to have, you're still sad. And some of you are still depressed, and some of you are still unmotivated, and some of you are still overweight, and some of you are still lonely. And some of you are still stressed. And some of you are still exhausted. And some of you are just still really angry. Maybe you identify with one of those things I just said. You can put that in the comments if you want. You said overweight, Melissa, that's me. You said unhappy, Melissa, that's me. You said sad, Melissa, that's me. You said anxious, Melissa, that's me. You said exhausted, Melissa, that's me. I mean, doesn't that just beat all? When we try so hard to fix this particular part of our life, because that's going to be the answer, right? That's going to be the thing that we've been waiting on for our world to change. Our world is going to change when we lose 30 pounds. Our world is going to change when I get a man to fall in love with me. Our world is going to change when I finally get that degree. Our world's going to change and we put all of our eggs into this basket only to find that we're still so unhappy. You still hate the way you look in the mirror. You still hate yourself. You still hide at the back of all of the pictures that are taken of you, or you still refuse to let someone take your picture. You still hear the same negative thoughts in your head day in and day out telling you, no, you can't. You're not good enough. You're too far gone. You shouldn't even bother to try. You hear thoughts like that telling you things like, you've made too many mistakes. You're past the point of return. You repeat things in your mind like, I'm ashamed of myself. Why did I do this? But I was just about to say to you guys, but this is what I believe. This is actually not what I believe. This is what I 100% for a fact know to be true. And that is this. At the root of all of those things is an issue. I'm going to step on some toes here, with your self-worth. You have an issue with your self-worth. And because you have no idea how valuable you are, you don't make decisions based off of your intrinsic value. You don't make decisions based off of who you are and what you know you deserve. So your life, because of your issue with self-worth, now becomes an issue of self-worth and bad decisions. And when those bad decisions take your life down a detour, it erodes your confidence. And now we have an issue with our self-worth and making bad decisions, and we have zero confidence in who we are. And with every hit, with every pound, with every mistake, with every regret, with every hit against our confidence, you lose a little bit more of who you are every day until eventually you don't even know. And now this becomes an identity issue. You've forgotten who you were. Does that make sense? Would you just write in the comments, makes sense to me? No, don't let me take that back. If it makes sense to you, would you just hit share? Would you please just hit the share button if it makes sense to you? So do you see what I'm saying? An issue with self-worth. When you have that issue, you begin to make decisions based off of what you think you're worthy of having. And then those decisions, because they're bad decisions, they begin to take you down a detour that your life was never supposed to go down. And that detour leads you to a lack of self-confidence. And now every single thing that happens in your life based off of those bad decisions takes a shot at your confidence. And now your confidence is so low, you have forgotten completely who you are. You don't know who you are. Vicky says, well, Vicky Collins over here says, oh, I never knew who I was. Let me tell you something, Vicki. I feel you. I didn't either until I was about 33 years old. I didn't either. So don't feel like you're behind the curve. Oh, Melissa's talking about something. I don't even know what she's talking about. She's talking about knowing who we are, and I don't even know who I am. Me either, until I was 33. Until someone actually said these words that I'm saying to my face. What I'm saying to you, they said them to my face. And I was like, excuse me. But she saved my life. She doesn't even know that. Her name is Tara. She doesn't even know that. But she said those words to me, and I remembered thinking, first of all, back up. But second of all, crap. Something in that hit me between the eyes. Something that she said to me. So you're not behind the curve. When you say to me, Jennifer, I'm 46. Jennifer, I love you. Oh my gosh. Quit talking to me, Jennifer. Quit, Jennifer. I love you. Get off of here. When Jennifer says I'm 46 and so lost, you're not behind the curve, my friend. I didn't learn this until my mid-30s. Okay? You're not behind the curve. The truth of the matter is, I wish that someone had told me this years before Tara did. I wish that somebody in 1996 had shaken me awake and told me these things, but they didn't. And so when I finally began to learn all of this at the age of, like, I guess by then it was 34, 35, I had racked up a pretty long, discouraging, despairing life. And maybe that's where you are. Do you remember yesterday in our live where I asked you to think for a moment as if you were a bird or a drone, and you were driving over a beautiful walking park, and it had this beautiful trail, and it didn't have a starting place or a stopping point. You just an entrance or an exit. You could just, wherever you parked your car, you just walked up and you got on the trail, and you got on this walking trail. That's the path of your life. Imagine it like that is the path of your life. And some of you are just, your knuckles are dragging in the dirt behind you on this walking trail because you are lost and you're just trying to make it to the end. But I want to tell you, there is no end. Until the day you die, until the day you take your last breath, you'll walk that track 1,000 times. That's called the path of your life, and you'll walk it over and over and over. Knuckles dragging, crawling your way to the end or not, that is your path. It's yours. You can't exchange it with somebody else. It's yours. And you're never going to get to the end of it until you are literally at the end of your life. And just like a walking track that maybe has little mile markers here and there that say, congratulations, you've walked 1/4 mile. Do a burpee. First of all, I'm not going to do that. Congratulations, you've walked half of the mile. Give me a 10-minute forearm plank. You know what? No, I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to do that either. Okay? Just like a walking track may have that, I also had mile markers in my life, but mine were different. My mile markers look like this. Congratulations, Melissa. You've gone 1/4 mile, and now you're lost. You're in a pit. What are you going to do about it? Congratulations, Melissa. You've walked 1/2 mile, but you're full of pain. How are you going to get rid of it? And every one of those mile markers on my path, not yours, my path, were lessons that the Creator, God, the Creator, the one who formed me in my mother's womb, who knows every single strand of hair on my head, they're all lessons that He taught me. Because He knew that I didn't want to walk the path of my life in despair. I didn't want to walk the path of my life struggling. I didn't want to walk the path of my life with my knuckles in the sand. I didn't want to have to crawl my way to the finish line with the rocks getting underneath my nails, just trying to make it day to day. He wanted me to stand upright. He wanted my chest to be out and my chin to be up and me to walk with a level of confidence. He wanted to heal me. And so what became a mile marker of a pit or a mile marker of pain then became a mile marker of process. Became a mile marker where he taught me better habits and he taught me how to eradicate old habits. It became a mile marker of of power, of learning who I was in him, because who I am in him versus who I am in the world, entirely different. Entirely different. Those of you who say I'm 46 years old or I'm 35 years old and I don't know who I am, that's because you don't know who you are in him. You've been trying to find out who you are in the world, and the world don't like you. The world doesn't like any of us. The world only has one job, and it's to bring you down. But every mile marker in my life has led me to this place. I am a middle-aged, fluffy woman from deep East Texas. I live in a town of 40,000 people. I was never supposed to have a social media presence of over 1 million women, but I do. Because I now walk and talk with a level of self-worth and confidence that I have because of the work that I've done on my path with my mile markers, along with God's help. In doing that, I have lost 50 pounds as of today. Not because I got on keto, not because I joined Weight Watchers, but because I finally began to understand who I am, and I finally began to live like it and make decisions like it and have a level of self-worth that I did not have before. And today, I want to take the mile markers that have been on my path and I want to teach them to you. Today, I am offering a course, a brand new course that I have written along with God's gracious help called Fed Up. Because aren't you? Aren't you fed up with the way you're living life? I know you are. I know you are. Me too. I was too. It's called Fed Up. The 5 steps to freedom in your body, in your mind, and in your soul. That's the thing I want you to hear today. That one area that you've been working on, let's say it's your weight. You've done everything there is to do. You went to Mexico and got the surgery, girl. You got the sleeve, but you gained it back. You tried the program and you lost the weight, but you gained it back. You're the unhealthiest you've ever been. You feel it in your knees and in your back. You carry it in your face like I still do. That one thing that you've been working on, that was never what it was all about. You always thought it was about your weight when it was about so much more than that. And that's what I want to teach you. Honey, you're a 3-legged stool. You are body, mind, and spirit. And when you focus only on one of those 3 things, you can't stand. You're unbalanced. Don't live unbalanced. Some of you say, I've never done that. I've never done a doubt in my life. Okay? I just love God so much. I just love God so much. And all I do is read his word every single day and journal, and I pray all 24 hours a day. That's wonderful. You're also made up of body and mind. Are you healthy? Are you healthy? Do you have a war going on between your eyes right here? Even if you focused only on the spiritual, you're not focusing on the other 2 components that he made you. So join me in this course, a 6 weeks course, online course called Fed Up. How to experience freedom. 5 ways to experience freedom in your body, your mind, and your soul. Listen, I realize some people don't like to watch me teach. That's fine. You don't got to watch me. You can watch me live. I'll be going live and teaching these lessons on Thursday nights, and you can watch me live. But if you're like, I can't, she drives me nuts. But I like what she has to say. That's okay. Because we'll be sending you the audio of it. You can listen to it while you're on the treadmill or in your car. And if some of you don't even have time to do that, you'd rather just lay in bed at night and read my words, you can do that too. We'll send you the transcript. We want to make it completely as easy as possible for you. We also want you to know that if you miss it live, it doesn't matter. In case you can't be there on Thursday nights, it doesn't matter. We're going to send a copy of it to you. You're going to have it. You don't have to worry about any of that. Along with the 6 weeks of lessons or 6 weeks of heart work. This is kind of like homework, but it deals with our heart. I'm going to be asking hard questions of you. You're going to need a journal and a pen, girl, because we're going places. I want to dig some things out of you. You'll also be invited to come and be a part of the Melissa Radke app, where you will be placed inside of a group called Fed Up, 5 Steps to Freedom in Your Body, Mind, and Spirit. And you'll be in there with women who have also joined, which means there are women who are just like you, dealing with the exact same things. And lastly, I am not a library where you check out my courses and then you check them back in. It's yours forever. You get to own it forever. It's a lot of work that we put into these, a lot of work. But we're offering it to you right now for the low price of $47, but that is only until Sunday night at midnight. After Sunday night, it will move to $67. If you have any questions, please ask them right now in the comments. I would love to answer them. I'm going to answer Melissa Coy's first. Melissa Coy, this starts on Thursday night, March the 30th. So right now it's open for people to join. We're getting in that time, in those 2 weeks, we will get you into the app. We will get you answering questions already, making friends in the app. But we actually go live on Thursday evening, March the 30th. And that's when the course actually begins. But you have to join now to be a part of it then. Again, it's $47 now, but only until Sunday evening at midnight. And then it becomes $67. I also want to say, if by any chance you're watching this and you live anywhere close to me, you live in Lufkin or Nacogdoches or Huntington or Diboll, if you live anywhere close to me, I want to invite you to come and join the class live. Sit in the room where I'm going to be teaching. You'll be put at a round table with other women. They also don't know each other, so don't worry if you don't got a friend to come with. You're going to be there with a lot of people who don't know anybody, and you're going to be doing heart work right there together, but listening to me. I'm going to walk in the crowd, talk to some of you, hug some of you. We're going to laugh a whole lot and cry a whole lot. And those of you who have joined the course online will be watching it live. But if you want to come and be a part, you are more than welcome to do that. All you have to do is email support@melissaradke.com for all of the information as to where to go and when to show up. I would love for you to be a part. Right now, we are actually, Sue Frazier just says, how do I join? I'm going to try something, Sue. I'm going to see if this will work. Okay, hold on one second. Should I do this? I don't know. Should I do this? Oh gosh, me and technology. I love technology, but not as much as you see. Bit.ly. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Here I go. Sue Frazier, I tried. Oh, it worked. Okay, Sue Frazier, I just put that into the link. I put the link in there. And now, there you go. I just answered it for you, Sue. I just answered it for you. Okay. Where are you located? I'm in Texas, but this is an online course that you can be a part of. I'll be teaching it live to a huge group of women. I'll be teaching it live. It will be coming to you live, but if you miss it because your kid's got a ball game or you got a Tupperware party to go to, or you just got a headache, don't worry. If you're part of that course, it will be sent to you the very next day. It will be sent to you. It will be emailed to you, and you can have it by audio, by transcript, or by video. Okay, but you also are welcome to watch it live. That's really the only difference between this course and some of the others I've done. I've never really taught them live, and I just want you all to know, as if you can't tell right now, I'm fabulous live. I'm really great live. Okay, so will How members need to pay for this? I know it would be worth it. Because this is a newer course for me, I'm going to have to say yes, but I don't know that for sure. But I can ask a man who is in charge. Let me ask him. Hold on. Let me just text my husband while he's in the White House. Okay. All right. I'm asking that. What other questions? Let me see. What other questions? Sue Frazier, I hope you got my reply. Can we do a weekend to remember and get together in person too? No clue where you were located, but that would be amazing. Let me tell you something. So here's the deal. If this course goes as I've planned, and I will tell you this, I have a big, hairy, audacious goal with this course. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, I believe this is going to be the course that will change my life. I do. I believe that the information I'm offering in this course is going to spread like wildfire. And my goal is to raise up 5 million women who live completely free in their life, body, mind, and spirit by 2028. That's my goal. I want to see 5 million women love themselves and walk free, walk in freedom, unchained, unshackled from mental strongholds, closer to God than ever before, and they don't give a flip about their weight because they know who they are and they know what they're worth. I want to see 5 million women living like that by 2028. That's my goal. I believe Fed Up is going to change people's lives. I really do. And if it does that, then I will start retreats where people can fly in and come out here to my house, actually to the barn, and we'll have it set up beautifully, and I will do retreats on this. And so, yeah, girl, those are going to be exciting weekends, but that's a ways off. That's a ways off. Right now, start with the course and let's walk in freedom in our lives. What other questions? It says limited space. Is there a way to sign up now to get a space but pay before class starts? I don't have the extra money right now, but don't want to miss out. It says limited space. Okay, for sure, there is limited space in the people who are coming to the room and watching me teach. There for sure is limited space for that. There may also be, is there a way to sign up now to get a space? But pay for, okay, I see what you're saying. Unfortunately, no. There might have been if David wasn't in Washington, but he's out of town all week, and so this is how we're doing it. So honestly, your payment reserves your spot. Your payment reserves your spot. And so I hope that will be something. Again, $47 now, $67 after Sunday. So if you want to save a good bit, do that now. Sue Frazier, she said, I'm in. You guys, let me tell you something. We've been on here, please. That's so sweet, CJ. That is so precious. CJ, I hope this is for you too. I hope you're on the path for this. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to raise up leaders. I'm going to raise up women leaders in this course. I believe it. I'm going to raise them up, and they're going to start teaching it in North Carolina, and they're going to start teaching it in Ohio, and they're going to start teaching it in Arlington, Texas, and they're going to start teaching it in Michigan. And women are living fed up. They're fed up with their lives. They're fed up with their unhappiness. They're fed up with their weight. They're fed up with stress. They're fed up with making sure everybody is okay with them. They're fed up with coming in last. And they're fed up with not hearing God. When they cry to him, they can't hear him. And I want to move them closer to him than ever before. We have a worldwide pandemic. Or epidemic, is it? Problem with women who are fed up. And I believe God has given me the answer for them. And I believe God has given me the answer for you. And the way I believe that is because he gave me the same answer. And I'm walking in more freedom today in my life than I ever have. This should not be my life. It shouldn't. This should not be my life. I still have 60 pounds to lose. I should be a woman who isn't confident. I should be a woman who stands at the back of pictures, but I'm not. I'm a woman who stands on stages and speaks about the goodness of God and the freedom that he allows us to walk in if we do the work to find it. If we do the work to find it. And I'm inviting you to be a part of it. Shirley Martin Chapel, thank you for that question. It's 6 weeks long. Again, let's say you go on vacation in the middle of those 6 weeks. Girl, go. You better go on vacation. Live your best. You better live your best life. Don't worry. The course will be here waiting on you when you get back. We'll just email them to you. You will say, Melissa, I'm going to miss 2 weeks. No, girl, you're not. You're not going to miss them. We're going to email them to you. You can watch them whenever you want. Okay? Can I buy scholarships for others? How would that work? Janice, first of all, woman, you never stop surprising me. Janice, you never stop surprising me. Janice, the reason that you probably are so loved by your family and hopefully are beginning to walk more and more in freedom in your body is because you constantly bless others. I know you do me. I will, if you will email me, I'll email you back and we will make that happen. What time on Thursdays? I will be going live at 6:30 Eastern time. What am I? Central time on Thursdays. I'll be going live at 6:30 Central on Thursdays. I don't know what that is to y'all. Time zones are my kryptonite. Okay? I don't know. But again, if you can't make it, it's just going to come to your email. Okay? You're gonna literally see what I did the night before. It's not going to be any different for you. Okay? So let me leave you with this thought today. Let me leave you with this thought. Every mile marker that you come across on your path of life can be one of freedom, not of torture, but of freedom. I want to teach you how freedom in your life is a three-dimensional thing. Is a three-dimensional thing. It's body, it's mind, and it's spirit. Sorry, he was answering the question about how that I was trying to get to people. And for so many of you, let me rephrase that. For so many of us, we have thought it was just about our weight. It's about so much more than that. You thought it was about your weight. It's about so much more than that. And I know some of you are watching right now and you identify with that. You've paid for all the gym memberships, haven't you? You paid for the sleeve. You paid for the lap band. You paid for the semi-glutide, which is, I truly believe, is a God-given gift to a lot of women. I do. You will never hear me making fun of that. But if you are not working on the other areas of your life, like your mental strongholds or your spiritual relationship with the one who made you, semi-glutide is not going to be the answer for you, because it's about so much more than your weight. It always has been. And I hope you hear me. Okay? I hope you hear me. David says, if you are in hell, you can have it for free. How's that? Heather Scott, I want to say something, because Heather Scott sweetly wrote, oh, I wish I could afford this right now. I want to start now. I hope you will offer it again. Heather, I want to say something. Um, David and I have started a business in our garage, for lack of a better word. It's the two of us. We have a couple of employees. They live in other states, though. We know what it's like to. I was just talking about semaglutide a minute ago. I don't have it because I don't have insurance. I'm a cash pay. I know what it feels like to live paycheck to paycheck sometimes, and I know what it feels like to have more than enough sometimes. If there's one thing I can understand, it's a woman saying, "Oh God, I wish you were doing this later because right now it's not a good time." Um, but I want to tell you that because this is a spiritual course that's going to challenge you in your walk with Christ and going to bring you closer to Him, money is never, ever going to not be an issue, because the enemy wants more than anything to distract you from taking this course. He wants to make sure that you remember that on Thursday nights at 6:30, you've already got something. He wants more than anything to make you know that, to make you remember that finances aren't a good time right now. He wants more than anything for you to remember that this just isn't the season of your life for this. It probably won't work. He wants more than anything to bring up a million different excuses that you will latch onto. I don't doubt for a second that finances are an issue, but I do know what stepping out in faith, any small measure of faith, says to God. And He blesses it. And I hope you'll remember that. A lot of people will come up with an excuse as to why they can't do fed up, and Satan will have won. Let's don't give him any room. Let's don't give him any room to stop us from having the life that God always said we could have, we should have. So, there you go. There you go. I hear you. I hear you, ladies. I've talked to you so much. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I know how you hurt. I know how you're angry and you rage at your kids. I know how your weight holds you hostage. And I just want to tell you that the decision you make right now will either leave you changed or chained. And I don't want you to be chained anymore. I want you to be free. And I got 5 really good steps on how you can do that. I love you all. Thank you for your time. Any more questions? Email them to support@melissaradke.com. And if you're in the area, anywhere in the area, near me, any town near Lufkin, Texas, come and be with us live. Send this to your friends. Email support@melissaradke and say, hey, I live in the area. I want to come, and we will tell you exactly how to be there. You don't want to miss a thing. I love you all, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to walk in freedom with you right beside me. Okay? Love you. And I will see you on the next live, which I don't know. It's not going to be this weekend, but maybe Monday. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Y'all know I just run by my emotions. Y'all know I do. I love y'all. Bye.